Hi, it's Sam here, and welcome back to the Adventures of Lola Badiola. In the last episode, we met the computer coders that work at J-Block. In this episode, we're going to find out what impression Lola makes on her first day at work. We will also discuss the common expressions, phrasal verbs, and vocabulary used in the text. So, without any further delay, let's get back to the story.
The Adventures of Lola Badiola, Chapter 7, The Speech. Lola pressed the buzzer of the intercom and entered the Adriatica building. She walked up the spiral staircase to the third floor. She needed to release the adrenaline that was flowing gently through her bloodstream. Waiting for her at the entrance to the office was J.J. Thompson. "Lola, it's great to see you again." He moved forward to kiss her on the cheek. He had become accustomed to this Southern European style of greeting, having spent so much time in Madrid. Meanwhile, Lola was walking towards him with her hands stretched out, ready to greet him in a more formal manner. They ended up simultaneously shaking hands and kissing in a slightly awkward manner. "Did you have any trouble getting here?" No problem. You have a great location here." "Yes, we wanted to be central." "You couldn't be more central than Gran Via." "We'll love it. Follow me." JJ led Lola into the main area of the office and past a group of employees who were having a team meeting. They all stopped and looked at her as she walked by. She smiled at them as it dawned on her that she would be the only woman working at J-Block. JJ led her into his office, and they engaged in a few minutes of small talk. "How was your trip to Las Vegas?" asked Lola. "It was a disaster," JJ replied, shaking his head and laughing. "I bought a hot dog for $3 from a street vendor and ate it while I read through my speech. By the time I reached the conference center, I was feeling really sick. I'm not sure how I completed my presentation, but as soon as I concluded, I ran to the nearest bathroom and threw up." Lola grimaced. "Then I washed my face, walked back into the conference room, and answered some questions from the audience." "Now that's dedication," said Lola. "Yeah." They both laughed, a little nervously, and then JJ turned the conversation to more serious matters. He leaned forward at his desk. "Listen, Lola, I want you to take control of the marketing plan. I want you to create a brand image that truly reflects our core values. I want our customers to believe in us, to trust our promises, to say great things about us when we're not in the room. I'll give you whatever you need to make it happen." Lola was excited by the entrepreneurial challenges of her new role, and she finally felt a deep sense of purpose. There was a war being fought in the digital world, a war between truth and lies, between the fake and the real, between information and manipulation. She was ready to go into battle with J.J. Thompson and his army of geeks. "Okay, let me introduce you to the rest of the team," said J.J. "I'm going to gather everyone in the conference room. Would you like to make a little speech?" "Sure," said Lola, then immediately regretted it. She wanted to make a good first impression, but she never expected to give a speech on her very first morning. Public speaking was not something that came easy to her. In fact, making a speech was one of the biggest challenges she faced in her role as commercial director, particularly when it was in English. She would spend many long days and sleepless nights preparing for her conference presentations. JJ led Lola into a small auditorium with 20 seats, a stage, and an enormous video screen. Then he invited the other employees to join them. One by one they entered the room and sat down in silence, staring at the new arrival. Lola felt the sickening sensation of panic rising from her stomach, as if she were just a shy girl who had been chosen to read a poem in front of the class. JJ jumped onto the stage, made a few announcements, and then said, "It's a great pleasure to introduce you all to the new commercial director, Lola Badiola. Everyone clapped half-heartedly. Good morning. Lola looked into the eyes of her all-male colleagues, and her mind went completely blank. There were no words, no ideas, no thoughts. There was nothing, just a blank.